so this is actually attempt number 2 at recording this video. We crashed out last time. It's a thing. It happens. Um, Basically, we are now on PTU version 3.3.0 AC Alpha Charlie. The disconnect we got last time, in the last video, was because they were dropping this patch, which was interesting. It was just a couple hours, within 3 hours, I believe, of dropping patch AB. So, aside from that disconnect, hopefully this runs a lot better. Already my frame rates seem to be better here at Levski than they were even at just the last video I was doing. You know, I'm curious. It looks like I'm not. Yeah, that's right, because they reset everything. I don't have the armor and everything that I'm used to having here. So, tell you what, let's just go ahead and head downstairs to the Grand Barter and buy some armor, and perhaps we'll stop in to purchase some weapons as well. Even though I pretty much have everything. Well, hello, Valkyrie. That's a Citizen Con edition as well. It's got the orangish bronze, copper, or whatever color you want to call it there. Got their rear door on, and the elevator still disappears. That's fun. And slow down. Alright. But that's pretty cool. That's a cool shot there. It's a great ship. Everybody kind of universally loves that ship. I do not have one. My major gripe with it is, of course, that it doesn't have any cargo space. It's very specifically a combat-oriented ship. I mean, vehicle transport, I guess. Troop transport, of course, is really its main purpose. It can support up to 10 troops, plus the crew of 4, I believe it is. 5. I think there's a captain's. Yeah, there's two bunk beds and 1 captain's. Let's go ahead and grab weapons first. 1 captain's bed as well. So frame rates are a little low, but not too bad. And again, it's probably because my memory is not at the 32 gigs like it should be. I'm gonna go ahead and use the console because I like the consoles. So we are doing weapons. Let's grab. We've already got a good pistol. We've already got a good sniper rifle. I think last time I was in here, I got the light machine gun. I think this time let's do an energy rifle. Let's grab this Night Stalker variant. Oh, very nice. Can't actually manually spin these, which is a little unfortunate, but still. What's the difference between the Midnight and the Night Stalker? Looks like the Midnight's kind of a dark blue, almost black, and the Night Stalker is a dark gray, or what some people would call black. And they have the Warhawk. Okay, so that's got the more traditional green and tan camouflage. Maybe we should get a ballistic. Because we already have an energy shotgun. Scalpel. Ballistic sniper rifle. That's a pretty cool looking gun there. Interesting, there's no scope. I feel like that's missing. Let's see here. Rail guns we definitely don't need. Do they have the ballistic assault rifles in here? Guess not. Got the light machine guns. energy shotguns, energy light machine guns. Of course, they have the SMGs. Spending much more time in this than I planned on, so let's just go ahead and grab the Night Stalker variant of the Galleon energy rifle. I promise I can talk on a normal basis, just today for some reason not happening. So let's grab, we're probably not even gonna need any of these, but you know, whatever. We'll just go ahead and grab one of those. I like the super close-up on these, it's pretty cool. We'll calm down. Utility, I think we already have a med pen. I don't know that we'll actually need an oxy pen, but can't hurt, right? Never know what you'll come up against. Alright, so let's go ahead and equip those real quick, actually. Let's not be a dick and stand in front of the terminal in case somebody else wants to use it. Let's come over here. Alright, so we are weapons. Let's have our primary. Actually, let's do this in a second because when we put armor on, we're going to have more attachment points. Frames seem to have increased some until we get down here. That is what it is. We actually need to go downstairs for quarters. Use the console again. Calm down. Too close. Alright, so undersuits, we have a special undersuit for being an Imperator subscriber. That's the $20 a month subscription. And we also have it's a red one. We also have the blue one, which you get for being a $10 a month subscriber. But I think that's interesting. I like how they're on mannequins now instead of on your player. I'm sure that helps with loading a lot. You're not having to do they call it render to texture. Could do the white. The white's always kind of nice. I think we're going to do the black. Just kind of standard, traditional, good old black. So we have armor already as well, although that's really cool. Of course, the Inquisitor. It's kind of everybody's favorite right now. We definitely have a helmet, so I'm not going to worry about that either. Torso, I know I want to do the Inquisitor because it looks really cool, although this is the one everybody's wearing with the cape. Scarf, whatever. Or is it this one? Yeah, that's got more of a cape on it. That's pretty cool. I can't wait for them to, they did mention that they are gonna let us choose different colorings on the armors. I still really like this, so we're going to go and grab that real quick. And then, calm down, please. For the legs, probably the Inquisitor legs as well. Look at that, they've got a skirt that's doing weird things at the console here. Let's grab the Inquisitor legs. So we're going to exit, again, not stand in front of the console here, and let's now put our armor on. So first things first, let's change our undersuit. go with the stone skin. So there's the Venture Voyager and the Venture Pathfinder. This is the $10 a month one. This is the $20 a month subscription one. So nice red and black and a blue and darker blue RSI suit there. Let's go to armor. The helmet, I love this red helmet. Ignore the rendering issue it has there. We'll go ahead and do the Inquisitor core. The arms, I'm going to do my red arms because I like that. The black and red I think just looks cool. That. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. I think so anyways. Everybody has their own opinion. Let me know if you don't like it. I can always change it. We've got a medical pen already, metapen, whatever you want to call them, already equipped there. For the weapons now, see now we have primary and secondary slots here. So I'm going to do the Devastator Pathfinder energy shotgun. It's got that nice chrome finish to it. Not chrome, copper finish. I do know words, I promise. See, we've also got the sniper rifle with the copper finish as well, which is really cool. Those are the Pathfinder. Of course, the Voyager ones are going to be more of a blue finish on them, as you can see there. So let's do the shotgun and our energy rifle that we just picked up. Clip into each other a bit, don't they? Again, I highly doubt we're even going to need these, but... And then, so everybody kind of, I think by standard, gets this Arclight energy pistol. However, I've got the fancy copper Pathfinder L86 ballistic pistol. So let's go ahead and do a ballistic L86 ballistic magazine here. Do that one. Those should pop up on my front here. Very good. And that one actually, I think. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Spare weapon magazine 2. Let's do the. And spare weapon 3 is going to be that energy rifle battery. You can put a whole crap ton of magazines on yourself, but is what it is. We got ourselves loaded up. They are all on one side. I feel like kind of motioning with myself right now. If I had the weapon in hand, it would probably make sense to actually have them on the left side instead. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Because I believe the other 3 actually put them on the other side. Or they just put them further back. Interesting. Alright, so let's do this one here. Let's see where this one pops up at. Put the energy rifle there. Yeah, there we go. That's in the front. And then last one, I'll put that there. Very good. Now they're all in the front, easily accessible, especially with the left hand, because I will be holding the gun with the right hand. You don't typically want to have to swap hands to grab. I don't know. It'd be awkward, I think, to reach down to your left. I don't know. It is what it is. Anyways, so we'll go ahead and save these changes and equip. Alright, let's see how we look. Pretty sure. There we go. Yeah, that's interesting. Good enough. I also like that you can see my face well, a little bit more. The masked armors are really cool, but it is what it is. Just going to look at you. I can dump the chat. We're not really going to be using that much on this video anyway. Alright, so let's go play around with something. I suppose what we could do. The Cutlass has some cargo, or some cargo room, I should say. So why don't we go ahead and buy the Cutlass Black from here, which should show up on our list as Cutlass Black 2. And we'll take that out. We'll see if there's any missions. Actually, they did say that the mission giver here, I believe her name is Reko, that she is working now. So maybe we'll go ahead and do that. She's down here, but I believe it's timed. So rather than limit myself on the time to finish the mission. Alright, waiting for the elevator. What we'll do is we'll go by the ship. Then we'll run to that back down here. Not run, but take the elevator back down here to, no, we're already here. I really wish that they would have these lined up more correctly, where you know, Grand Barter is not up, it's down. And they, wow, the frames have died. Interesting. That was crazy. Something up here apparently is killing them. Could be these damn replace me balls. Well, they're not replace me balls, but they are clearly placeholders of some sort. I was also making note earlier of the awesome anti-gravity cabling that happens here. Is what it is, and of course the glass just kind of mid-explosion, I guess. Alright, so heading down to teach a ship shop. Oh good. From that sound, I can tell there's no air in this elevator. Indeed. That's an on-again, off-again thing that I think they have with multiple elevators. And of course, it's really cool that they do simulate the fact that, you know, sound needs air to travel, so you really get these extra muffled sounds when you're in no atmosphere. And of course, in lore, they have it where basically your computer is essentially creating the sounds, simulating the sounds that you would hear. So like when you hear explosions or, you know, collisions or anything like that in space, or in zero atmosphere in general, that you are actually still hearing them because your computer is simulating those sounds. Alright, so a cool thing I learned is that you can actually buy from a very great distance. We don't really need to run all the way up to it. We'll go ahead and confirm this purchase. 1.552 million credits. Alpha UEC, of course they gave us 5 million credits. And is what it is. Don't need to use mine. Pretty sure it's supposed to just be a flat tire, but they stuck it in the ground. A couple of replacement balls there. Alright, so now that we have a purchased cutlass instead of just our own cutlass, we'll go ahead and do this Reko mission, which does require us to fly somewhere, pick up something, bring it back, or take it somewhere, I believe. So we'll go ahead and do that. With this ship, if it happens to get blown up, we get to test out the insurance on it, which is supposed to be working now, was not working in previous patches. If you blew up the ship or needed to make an insurance claim on it, it just cycled the screen for insurance claims instead of actually making one. But we'll go ahead and head back down to the 4th level. Looks like the elevator's already here. Good. Contract available, meet to discuss work. I think that is actually for Reko. So let's go see here. Is that a personal appointment? Yes it is. Reko. Alright, no description on that, so that's interesting. Missed it. Let me out. It's interesting how in the future elevators have turned into this instead of still having the buttons near the door. Not sure their reasoning for that, but I'm sure they have one. I do love Levski's character. You know, the whole place has a character to it, and it's, if you walk around and you actually look around at everything, and I'll probably do a video where I do that at some point, especially as they continue to fill out more of Levski with, you know, reasons to go places within it. You'll see there's just some really cool stuff happening here. So this dude is clearly also looking to meet with Recco here. I believe that's also a player. No, that would not be a player. Alright. Hey. Heard you wanted to meet?
Don't think I've seen your face around these parts before. We get our fair bit of traffic, but I make a point of knowing who's who. What brings you around?
Make sure she's actually looking at me a little bit there. She still does a little bit of the spin around stuff, you know, while your eyes are over here. Alright, I guess that's it. So we are looking for work.
Ah, then you'll be wanting to see me. Name's Recco. I see to the boring fiddly bits for most of the miners work in the area. Dig site claims, equipment orders, or transfers and the like. For most jobs, the terminal will set you up. But if you're after something with a bit of hair on it, best to talk to me direct. If you'd like, I can see to setting you up with something now. Nothing too big, but it'll let us see how we feel about working together. Sound alright to you?
Well, sure, especially since there's no terminal that I can see that's working around here, but yeah, sounds good.
Great. I'll take a scan through now. Here are the details for you.
Okay. Alright, ore sample delivery.
Have a look, see if it's right for you.
Standard list of rate upon completion, danger, authorization, record. Alright, so let's go ahead and grab that.
Keep your wits about you. You're here.
Yeah, sure thing. Yeah, so I believe the terminal she's talking about may actually be this one over here. Possibly one of these. I'm not really sure. None of them are lit up, of course, but I'm sure given her dialogue they do plan on implementing that sometime. I'm pretty sure that is a player. I mean, they look like a player. Although I don't recall that face being an option. I don't know. Maybe they aren't and I'm going crazy. That is not unheard of. I think my girlfriend would also agree, given especially some of the dreams I've told her about. Just last night I had a weird dream that we were running from angry elephants and jumped into an abandoned building where this black wolf lived, and then somehow ended up at a talent show. Elevator's not here. Let's see if the elevator's on this one. Yeah, I have some strange dreams for sure. Looks like the elevator is here actually. It's killing me. Nope, already there. So it'd be really cool if they flesh Levski out enough that you can actually go, you know, on floor 2, floor 3 as well. I'm pretty sure the landing control guy is up there. I know there's videos out there where people have found him. Believe it or not, I have not watched those, nor do I know how to actually find him myself. So I believe this is a timed mission, if I'm not mistaken. let's go ahead and look at our contracts here. Accepted. Doesn't explicitly say that it has a time on it, but it is what it is. We are heading to... Oh, the rest stop. Interesting. I think the last time I did this, it had me going to one of the moons around Crusader. I can't recall which one now. But this is cool. So this gets us to go to the rest stop, or as I like to call it, the truck stop. Alright, so we've got, there it is, Cutlass Black 2. We'll go ahead and retrieve it, make sure there's nothing going on.
There! Should be waiting for you in the hangar.
Fantastic. Look at this, everyone. I'm actually able to get off Levski right away. It's just unheard of. Granted, it's not a normal time during the day for the servers to be crammed full of people. So, it's a little different than playing, you know, sometime in the evening when there's 800 people on Levski, especially because they all spawn here recently with the bug that I mentioned that they fixed where people no longer randomly get spawned on Levski. We were here, of course, because we disconnected while we were on Levski, so that's its own thing. Alright, Hangar 2. Let's go grab our recently purchased Cutlass Black. We're getting pretty close to the time I want to keep my videos, so I'm going to go ahead and end the video here and pick up on the next one. Alright, see you guys later.